Although Cobra Kai has yet to be officially renewed for a 6th season, we already know what Redditors want from the potential series. Fans are already excited for the next season, and given the show's incredible popularity, it's more likely that one is on the way. For this reason, many fans are already chatting on Reddit about what they want to see. So what are the 10 things Redditors want to see in Season 6 of Cobra Kai? Let's dive in. First off, let's talk about Julia Pierce. Played by Hilary Swank, Julia is one of the few main characters from The Karate Kid yet to appear in Cobra Kai. Starring in The Karate Kid Part 3, she trained with Mr. Miyagi and remained one of the first, if not the first, female students under his tutelage.
Mr. Miyagi, I can't do this. I've tried 1,000 times.
You remember what I say first time we do this?
Pray?
Praying mantis always drop to one knee. Hey.
Yes! 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 I did it! I did it! Yes! I did it! Yes! Yes!
This character has thrown a wrench in some plans, and her return would do the same. Redditor Cellar-Door DD even claims to have read an article that implies that Pierce would appear in some capacity, although it's unclear if it would be the main role or just a cameo. She is Miyagi's only female student and a big player in the Miyagi-verse. Many fans are incredibly eager to see this fan favorite of a character make her return in one capacity or another. If this happens, the show could very well skyrocket to new levels of popularity due to the involvement of Hilary Swank and the nostalgia that would no doubt come with her character's return. Next, can we talk about Kyler's redemption arc? Yeah, it hasn't happened yet, has it? Kyler has made it through all 5 seasons and has yet to gain a single redeeming quality about him outside of his skill in karate. He's the bully that people always love to hate, and he's stuck with Cobra Kai through thick and thin despite all his struggles.
Was that like Taekwondo or something? It's karate.
Redditor CK-Throw27 believes that this is about to change. He thinks that Kyler has suffered enough and has learned his lesson. Because of the timeline of the show and the fact that that's all they can do with the kids now, this seems like a valid assumption. Kyler has experienced the ups and downs of Cobra Kai and has even been dealt some major blows, dealt with his friends' betrayals, and so much more, but hasn't dealt with any redeemable qualities. Next though, let's explore Jaden Smith and Jackie Chan. Fans of The Karate Kid Part 3 may recall that Jackie Chan and Jaden Smith starred together in the 2010 remake of The Karate Kid. The idea of these two iconic stars coming together again to appear in Cobra Kai is one that many people have a lot of hopes for. If this were to happen, many users suggest that these characters are brought in as rival dojos from China. Redditor Netflix's So Dry says that various rival dojos can also be added to fill in. These two iconic actors come together to play a significant role in Cobra Kai's upcoming season, making for an excellent addition to the show. What about a new villain for the next season too? With Terry potentially in jail and Kreese presumably on the run, though with his name cleared he may not have to be, fans want to see a new primary antagonist on the show. The show ended with some resolution, so a new primary villain is a must to keep the story going. It could be Kim Da-yoon, the least likable new character in Season 5 of Cobra Kai. As she might have just headed back to Japan with her team of senseis after the altercation, Redditor Werid0 wants to see either Kreese come back or Miguel's dad become a major villain, adding that Hector's storyline ended suspiciously fast. And for this reason, Hector's return could make for an excellent story. With Hector's storyline ending so suddenly, it left much room for him to return in the future. And with a new villain potentially on the horizon, Hector's return could make for an excellent story arc in the next season of Cobra Kai.
No. I'm gonna lay low a few days. Maybe a week or 2.
What about Maria? And Luis?
They'll be fine. She's only after my money in the first place.
Another potential change in Season 6 could be the scenery. Seeing as the global tournament has yet to happen, it would make sense for Season 6 of Cobra Kai to take place someplace overseas. This would also allow a new cast of international villains, probably in Korea. With many Reddit users wanting to see this happen, it's a possibility. Given that the global tournament is a big focus for Season 6, it would make sense for Cobra Kai to change scenes from California to elsewhere. Amanda might help Tori in the new season. With Sam and Tori finally on the mend and Tori getting help, fans want to see Amanda help Tori with what's happening. This could be a cool piece in the new season and greatly help Tori. Many fans love the relationship between Amanda and Tori and want to see it grow, so this could be a great way to do that. Amanda helping Tori with her situation would be a nice touch. Plus, many fans want to see a reveal of Tori's mother and her illness. That would be cool, but even cooler would be Johnny and Kreese making up. These two have been at odds for over 30 years now. Fans want to see both Kreese and Johnny 2 make up once and for all.
After 30 years, I thought that guy might have changed, but he's still the same prick.
I heard you beat up a bunch of teenagers.
I didn't beat up any teenagers. I kicked the crap out of a bunch of assholes who deserved it.
Given Kreese's breakthroughs and therapy, it's evident that he had deep admiration and love for Johnny, even if it was more manipulation to get the therapist's keycard. Although Johnny is not made up with Kreese, fans hope it's in the cards. With these two having such a long-standing feud, it would only make sense for them to make amends sometime before the show's end. That, or one of them will face a final low and be killed off or completely give up, which would be so sad. Many fans have said they don't want to see another season, given this series' current trajectory. Ultimately, Season 5 ended nicely, and many fans don't think there's a need for another season. Cobra Kai's 5th season wrapped up nicely, and fans are pretty content with where things are. While some fans feel that this season ended perfectly and another is unnecessary, others are adamant about wanting to see more of Cobra Kai. After all, the show is incredibly popular, and it would be foolish for Netflix not to continue with it. So despite the fact that fans feel that the end of the show at Season 5 might be an okay spot, there is still more story that could be told, and people want to see it. And with Season 6 potentially happening, we'd likely see more of Cobra Kai's iconic characters in the near future.
And?
I'm sorry.
Are you okay?
So which of these twists and turns are most likely to happen? At this point, and with Cobra Kai Season 6 being unconfirmed now, it's still being determined which of these potential twists and turns are most likely. All in all, fans will have to wait until the official announcement of Season 6 before they can speculate on what may or may not happen. But given that some of these potential changes have been hinted at before, it's safe to say that some are more likely than others. With Jackie Chan and Jaden Smith's involvement in the Karate Kid franchise, for example, it would make sense for them to appear in Cobra Kai at some point. The same goes for Julia Pierce, who's been teased before but has yet to make an appearance. Fans will have to wait until Season 6 is officially announced before speculating on what may or may not happen. Still, the most likely changes fans can expect are probably previous characters from the franchise being reintroduced in some capacity, such as Julia Pierce, and some sort of new villain being introduced to fill the void left by Kreese and Terry. Adding these new dynamic characters could easily create even more hype for the upcoming Season 6, especially when Netflix officially confirms it. When this happens, users will go crazy with theories and excitement, and Netflix knows this. Okay, let's sum it up. With Season 5 of Cobra Kai still fresh on everyone's mind, fans are eager to see what could happen in potential Season 6. There's much to look forward to, with many twists and turns on the horizon. In particular, fans are eager to see the return of some iconic characters from the Karate Kid franchise and the introduction of some new villains. All in all, there's a lot to be excited about if Cobra Kai does get renewed for another season. But what are your thoughts, and what twists and additions would you be most excited for? What new characters do you want to see introduced in the new season? Go ahead and let us know in the comments. Drop a like if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next one.